Heyo everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am here with a major clean and kind of move in with me video. We obviously have moved into our new home and I wanted to clean it before all our stuff came in, but it's been a little bit over a week now. The movers still have not come with our stuff, so I'm getting a little worried, but we have been ordering a bunch of things, so I wanted to get the house cleaned up before the stuff that we ordered at least came in. And I wanted to start with the master bedroom because I knew that our bed was going to be coming in that day. So I'm gonna start off in the master and I'm going to clean the walls first. I'm gonna clean from up to down, and I did buy a specific mop to clean the walls and baseboards with, but my order got delayed and I don't think that's ever coming either. I would have preferred that mop. It would have been easier to clean the walls, and I definitely was not going to be getting on my hands and knees to clean the baseboards at all. So you won't be seeing me clean the baseboards in this video because that just wasn't happening. This is a huge ass house and I was not about to do it. So whenever I get a baseboard cleaner like wand thing where I can stand upright to clean the baseboards, I'll definitely do that. But we're at least going to clean these walls, and they were dusty. They were so dirty. And I mean, the mop worked fine. It's just because it is a spray mop, like when you put it to a certain angle, the liquid starts coming out. So I mean, obviously I was going to mop the floor anyway, so it didn't matter, but it would have just been easier with the mop, especially with the shape and everything that I had ordered previously on Amazon. But I don't know what happened to the mop, so I'm just gonna have to reorder it. Once I finished the walls, I'm gonna clean these mirrors. So these two mirrors side by side or whatever are closets. I decided that these were going to be Trevor's closets because he had already started putting his stuff in there. So I was like, okay, you can have the two closets here, and then we do have a third closet in our master, and that's going to be mine. It's a little like walk-in closet. It's not huge, but it's a really good size, so I feel like it kind of evens out with his two closets. And the walk-in for me, I'm really happy that we are back to having our own separate spaces for our stuff, just because in the last house we had to share one and it was pretty small, and it was not a functional space, and it aggravated me every time I went in there. But I'm really glad that we have our own separate spaces now. Then I'm going to reach up and clean the fans. Surprisingly, the fans weren't bad. Like, they were hardly dusty. I don't know how the rest of the house is so dirty, but the fans were not. I did dust the blinds, which were extremely disgusting. I definitely did not have enough dusters to start this clean, so halfway through I had to go and order more. Did not realize I would have to change the duster so much. And then I just went up against the ceiling because there were a ton of spider webs in this house, so the ceiling part and like the corners of the baseboards and things needed to be wiped of spider webs. And I did use the duster to kind of at least wipe down all baseboards in the house. It wasn't perfect. The baseboard cleaner that I had before, you could put a little cleaning solution on it and get it wet. That way it could actually wipe the baseboards, but at least this way they weren't completely dirty after I used the duster. Now I'm just vacuuming the floors. You will see that I won't clean a few things, i.e. our closets, and later on I do not clean the inside of the fridge. I wanted to wait to clean the fridge when I could actually order groceries, just because there was so much else that I needed to clean. I knew on this day that we would be eating out for a while because we didn't have any plates or silverware. The movers have our pots and pans, so we ate out for like a week straight. So I didn't want to bother cleaning the fridge. I wanted to focus on other things. I did vacuum and mop the walk-in closet, but as far as Trevor's closets go, there's not much like room to maneuver, so I wanted to just kind of wait, because again, we were wearing like the same 5 outfits because that's all we packed in our luggage, thinking that our stuff would be here a little bit sooner, and that's all we could fit. So I was just gonna wait to really clean the closets until I knew that the movers were coming soon to actually fill the closets with our clothes. The one thing I do like about this mop is that you can just kind of flip over the mop head. So one side I use to clean the walls, and then the other side I use to clean the floors in this room, and then I would just trade out each kind of mop head pad for every room. So I went through quite a few mop pads just because I didn't want to transfer one dirt from one room to another, and also things were pretty dirty. So I definitely needed to change it out for each room that I cleaned. I did get this mop off Amazon. Most of the things that I got from Amazon, I will link in my Amazon shop, which will be in my description box. To wipe the windows, I'm gonna go in with this e-cloth window cleaning. I liked these in my old house. They're just reusable cloths that you add water to clean the windows. The insides were not that bad. The outside definitely needed some work, but I wasn't going to clean the outside of the windows on this day or any time this week because I think this is like 5 days worth of cleaning in this video. It's just not something that I was going to get to, but I did at least want to wipe the inside of the windows. I will say after a while I got tired of using the reusable cloth just because you have to wipe it with the wet cloth and then you have to go and dry it with the dry cloth and then you have to wash it. So after a while I just went to a paper towel and a glass cleaner. After the bedroom, I moved on into the bathroom, which I was actually really excited to clean for some reason. I don't know, I think maybe it's because I finally have like an actual bathtub that I can relax in and I couldn't wait to just like scrub it down. I think I'm really looking forward to decorating this space because you guys know that a lot of my channel is based off like hygiene and self-care, and so I'm just really excited to make specifically this room kind of like my own oasis to wash the stress of the day away or just, you know, kind of unwind and relax. But again, I wiped the walls down with a mop. I cleaned the windows, worked my way from up to down, and then I went in with the Method Anti-Bac, which I don't think I showed in the bedroom, but basically I used this and sprayed it on like the windowsills and the trimmings of the window to wipe it down. This bathroom took me forever to clean. I mean, really the whole house. I think I cleaned for 6 to 7 hours a day for about 4 or 5 days. And I needed to keep reminding myself that it wouldn't always take this long. It just needed a nice, fresh start. And then once I get back into like my daily cleaning routines, then it won't always be so filthy where I need to like scrub everything down for hours. And this bathroom, I mean, it just took me forever to get it up to par just because there was a lot of sticky stuff and dirt, I mean, and like the spider webs. People had been walking through here, but the house had been sitting, so there was not really anybody to take care of it. But it really was like a nice reward at the end of it. Through it, I was a little bit stressed, but at the end of it, I was like, okay, this is our home. It's clean, it smells like pine sol, and I love it. My husband's coming home to us. You know, we're no longer separated. We're all together as a family. So even though it took me forever, and Trevor was working, so he couldn't really help, and I had the kids with me and I had the dogs with me, so I was trying to deep clean this house with dealing with all of them and Trevor being gone for 12 to 14 hours of the day. So part of me was like, okay, this is taking way too long. Maybe I should just hire a house cleaner. But the other part of me was like motivated because my husband was going to be coming home to us after a year and a half or so of being separated in separate states. I was like, I get to clean home and then Trevor gets to come home and smell it and, you know, see all the work we put into it while he was gone. I don't know, I'm getting kind of giddy about it. I'm just happy. You guys know I've missed this and I'm just happy to be with him. So anytime that I started getting frustrated that I had more to scrub and that it just kept getting nastier as I went on, I was like, but your husband's coming home to you. and the kids get to hug their father when he walks through the door. So that was my push through this whole entire thing. But moving back on to the cleaning, so the tub brush that I used and this little mechanical cleaning toothbrush are both from Amazon, so I'll have those linked. I use this to clean just kind of the tight spaces, obviously between the faucets and the grout in between the faucets that the brush couldn't wash, and then I used it just to get into that little crevice a little bit better because it still looked like there was some dirt. Obviously it was coming out. And then once I finished with that, I actually scrubbed the tub. But I love this tub wand. It comes with multiple brush heads. There's two that are like the one that I'm using right now. There is a softer cloth type one, and then there is a bristle type brush, and I just now thought of using the softer cloth type one to wipe the space down when I'm done scrubbing it. I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but now that I've thought of it, that would be a really good use of that brush head. And because I didn't have any cups, we only had Navy's cups with us, so that's what I used to kind of run the water on the soap, and then I just grabbed a damp microfiber cloth to wipe off the excess, and it was squeaky clean and it looked so good and smelled so good. Then I moved over to the vanity where I sprayed the anti-back spray and just cleaned it with a microfiber cloth.
Always on my mind, I could be alone, but you're never far from sight. As far as we go, through the darkest night, I hope it brings you peace of mind. I know we'll be alright, no matter where you go. Always on my mind, I could be alone, but you're never far from sight. As far as we go, through the darkest night, I hope it brings you peace of mind. I know we'll be alright. You can find me alone in this cold place, no face, enslaved to this place inside. If the mystery unsolved like a cold case, and power ways disgraced by a state of mind. Drinking strange water, leave a sour taste. Been looking for my soul in the haze prime. Getting kinda dull to this heartbreak as my heart shakes like the waves in a baseline. Boom. The good girl grows too soon, straight by the light of the moon. And it gets better, path also changed like the weather. Feel like a song you can't remember. See you in December snow, 'cause I know you'll be coming home soon after you'll be gone. And no matter where you go, always on my mind, and I could be alone, but you're never far from sight. As far as we go, through the darkest night, I hope it.
If you have a sensitive stomach, I would suggest not watching any of the times that I clean the toilet in this video. The exterior of this toilet is the worst out of all of them, but the interior of it is not so bad. There's one that's worse. However, I gagged cleaning each toilet because I have never in my life seen a toilet this dirty. I don't really like public bathrooms unless they're super clean, like Buc-ee's or something, and I personally have never allowed my toilets to look like this. The outside of this toilet, like the bottom, I held my breath because I can't do it. And when I had to breathe, I had to gag because there was just like stuff stuck in the little knot. Like, I don't know what it was. And I was like, I definitely need my gloves. And I went through so many sponges, and then I was like, this isn't working. So I grabbed that mechanical toothbrush, and this is where this product really made a difference, because the way that it cleaned that knob like nobody's business, and that I didn't really have to get too close to it with my hands, even though I had gloves on. I wasn't really doing that well with the sponge because I just didn't want to be near it. But I cleaned it, and it's like night and day. I mean, she's so shiny and white and bright now compared to what she was. So I'm just like, look at her. And y'all saw what it looked like before. It looked like that. And that's like, I'm telling you, I really had to find it in me. I had to have a come to Jesus meeting with myself when cleaning these toilets. But your girl got it done.
As far as we go, through the darkest night, I hope it brings you peace of mind. I know we'll be alright now. I know we'll be alright now. I know we'll be alright now. I know we'll be alright now.
Now for the inside, again, sensitive stomach, just like fast forward maybe a minute, I don't know, because it looks fine. It looks fine. And I thought, oh, okay, well, at least the inside's not too bad. But it gets gross. And then I gagged there when I saw it because, yeah, you know, but I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I'm going to pretend like that's not what it is. So I did my best and I cleaned the inside of, I think, every toilet like 6 times. And I'm not exaggerating. I went through a lot of toilet cleaner and, like I said, sponges, because I wanted to make sure not a single speck of anything that isn't white wasn't coming out of that toilet. When I was done, I vacuumed and then I mopped. And I did clean the walls in that kind of area. I didn't show it, but I did clean them.
Pas envie de recommencer ce qu'on ferait les parents, c'est bon, je l'ai vu cru, ça fait aïe, aïe. Moi, de toute façon, j'ai besoin de flow au-dessus du temps. J'ai besoin d'être sûr que t'es la bonne pour me faire oublier toutes mes peurs et failles. Trop de petites failles.
Now we're finally into the kitchen and eating kitchen space. So like I said, you won't be seeing me clean the inside of the fridge of this video. I think I'm going to film it for TikTok. So if you're not following me on TikTok, go and follow me there. It's the same name as my YouTube channel, Latoya Marcinko. And I did put her cups in the dishwasher just to get them out of the sink. And then obviously I cleaned the walls first. If you're wondering where my kids are, they're just kind of around the house. Most of the time they're in the little game room playing with a few toys that they did bring, like for the car ride, or they were out in the back and in the front yard. They played in the rain a lot. My son was super understanding and very helpful with his younger sister. I know this week probably wasn't that too exciting for him until we got like Wi-Fi and our TVs, but I'm very thankful for him and all his help. I just wanted to make sure that I created a safe, clean environment for the kids to play in, sleep in, live in, and just, you know, prepare our new home for them. I did pick up the E-Cloth stainless steel cleaners. This was my first time using them. I've used the window ones, obviously, like I said, but the stainless steel ones I wanted to give a try. I wanted something to kind of scrub down a little bit the appliances just because they had stuff stuck on them that I felt like the spray away stainless steel spray that I have wouldn't get, just because of the oil base in it. I feel like it's more of a polish, not so much used for cleaning things that may be stuck on the fridge. And I'm not a huge fan of the reusable cloths for the stainless steel. I don't feel like they worked as well as the window cleaner cloths. But once I went in with the polish, the fridge looked a million times better. You probably couldn't really tell on camera, but there's just a lot going on in it. I will probably find a different wipe in the future to use, because like I said, I just wasn't a huge fan of the stainless steel cloths. But once that spray away oil-based finish went on, the appliances looked so much better. For the sink, I'm going in with the Barkeeper's Cleanser. I love this powder formula for stainless steel things or ceramic or porcelain. I think is really great if you need a good scrub down. I don't quite like the liquid version of this product. I definitely prefer the powder. I just think it works better in my opinion. Now it's time for me to clean the stove. I'm going in with the pink stuff because this glass stovetop, there are a bunch of scratches that I'm not going to be able to fix, but there was a ton of brown marks from cooking and stuff that hadn't been wiped up in I don't know how long. So I went in with a few layers of the pink stuff. I think I definitely needed a more abrasive sponge. This is kind of one of those 99-cent sponges, but I did the best that I could. I think with a more abrasive sponge and a little bit more elbow grease, I could get more of the brown stuff off. Once I was tired of doing that, I just went in with the Wayman's glass cooktop cleaner, and I basically applied this until my paper towels didn't come up brown. So even though the pink stuff took care of a lot of it, it still was dirty. After I did that a few times, I finished it up with the spray away glass cleaner, and she shined right up. She kind of had a new life. She wasn't looking brand new, but she was looking a million times better. Cleaning the outside of the appliances now. I did clean inside the microwave and the oven. However, I got a call during that time, so I didn't get to film it. The oven and the microwave were actually pretty clean. There wasn't really anything in there. Like, there was nothing that came off on my cloth, so surprisingly they were pretty spick and span. I did clean the outside of the cabinets. So I realized that the kind of darker little spots of the cabinets were just the finish of the cabinets coming off, showing the natural wood color. I'm not sure if there's a way for me to fix that. I will see if I can. It doesn't quite bother me. I thought at first it was stained with some type of goo or glue or whatever, but it's actually just the cabinets coming through, so it doesn't quite bother me. now into the living room, and I'm yet again mopping the walls. By day 3, this is still day 1, but by day 3, I was definitely feeling sore from this movement. My shoulders and back were killing me, and I was popping Tylenol like none other for the pain because I didn't realize how much of the workout this would be after a while. If you can't make it to the gym, just go ahead and grab yourself a mop and clean your walls a few days in a row and tell me you won't be sore afterwards. And by the way, Trevor had came home, so I took a little break and then I finished cleaning while he got into the shower. So if I don't show it, like me cleaning the windowsills or the light fixtures or whatever, dusting of the blinds, just go ahead and assume that I did it. It may not have been the same day because, like I said, I ran out of dusters and I needed to order more, or I just didn't feel like changing the position of the phone to film it. Just know that I did it, even if you don't see it. After about 6 hours of cleaning, and once Trevor got out of the shower, I decided that was all of the energy the house was going to get from me that day. So I ended it with a load of laundry because I also ran out of the cleaning towels. So I put the mop heads and cleaning towels into the washer to get ready for the next day. There were a ton of Amazon packages at our front door, which I was super excited about. Thought I'd go ahead and show you guys. So I did get 3 of these trash cans, one for each of our bathrooms. I'm definitely gonna order one for each bedroom. I just kind of wanted to make sure that this was the style that I wanted to go with. I really like that there's a lid. I love the sleek white and black look of these. Then I quickly realized that I forgot to put a Lysol gel in the toilet once I was done cleaning it. So I went ahead and popped one in there. And then I went and took out the little plastic bag that we were using as a trash can until we got our actual trash cans. I went and checked out the towels. I'm actually obsessed now that it's been a week with the towel set from Amazon. The quality of these towels are just so much better than my last ones. And then I did get some glasses that are actually plastic but look like glass. I felt like that would just be better, especially because the kids are using them more now. And then I checked out my new silverware, or my black and goldware, which are gorgeous. I did wash these items before using them. Please don't freak out. I just wanted to make sure that I liked everything before really committing to them or washing them, because if I didn't want them, then I was just going to return them, and I'm not going to wash something that I'm going to return. I got these gorgeous plates. I am in love with them. The quality is so nice, and I love the speckled look. Now we are into day 2, and we are starting in the formal living space, which I think is actually going to end up being my office space and probably where Trevor has his computer and gaming chair. We haven't quite decided how we're going to set that up yet. So this is still a thought in process, but obviously it still needs to be cleaned, and I'm going in with the walls first.
On to this present time, inspired by the ones that were left behind us. We fell for the light of a foreign sky, applying to the forces above this life. So much to the poltergeist, trying to hold on the love, but it's fast and nice time. Much but a light from a falling sky, apply to the forces above us like. Keep holding on to this present time, inspired by the ones that were left behind us. We fell for the light of a foreign sky, applying to the forces above this life. So much to the poltergeist, trying to hold on to love, but it's fast and nice time. So much but a light from a falling sky, applied to the forces above us. Keep holding on to this present time, inspired by the ones that were left behind us. We fell for the light of a foreign sky, applying to the forces above us.
Now off into the dining room. These 2 rooms were pretty easy to clean just because there wasn't a lot to them. You won't see me clean the light fixture because, again, I didn't have the dusters, but I cleaned it once they came in. And the only thing different with this room is that it has that chair railing. So I did go in with that with a rag and the antibacterial spray.
But it's frost and nice time. Much but a light from a falling sky, apply to the forces above us like. Keep holding on to this present time, inspired by the ones that were left behind us. We fell for the light of a foreign sky.
Intersection of my deepest needs. You were there, I knew, now you know me. But when we met, I swear I came alive.
was cleaning the windows in this room, I realized I forgot to clean the windows and the doors in this room. So I went back and did that.
Is you and is I. So let's spend our time, babe. If I love you and you love me, let's plant a seed, watch it grow into a tree, baby. Why don't we grow some nectarines, baby? Why don't we grow a little? To our own drum, and if there really is a soul, maybe now we found our own one. The same old song with a zesty lick. I'm ready to explore in this magical bliss that is you and is I. So let's not waste our time, babe.
Same with the baseboards. Once the dusters came in, I went and ran the duster along the baseboards in these rooms. My dog was not going to move for crap. She was like, I'm here, I'm content, please leave me alone. So I just did not clean that space. I cleaned it in a later date. This little room really didn't take long. It was kind of aggravating cleaning the wall portion of it just because of all the angles, but once I was done with that, I just cleaned the countertop and that room was done. Or little section. It's not really a room, but you know what I'm saying.
Why don't we grow a little? I'm finally floating. It's like Sunday.
Now off into the hallway. I changed the mop head for like the 20th time, and I obviously, you know, cleaned the walls because that's what we're doing here. And I was like, wow, this is just so many walls. Like, did I really think about this? I don't know. I was contemplating life. And I could be wrong, but I think this is where I texted Trevor and was like, let's move out and find a smaller space because there was just so many walls. Also, my grocery order came in, so I had the duster. I did the other rooms first, and then I went through the hallway, and as you can see, the duster was already filthy and needed to be replaced by the time I got to the hallway.
There's nothing left to see. You left me in the dark now, and I'm blended with disease. Oh, what you do to me. It's my dignity. You made me rip that all apart now, and there is no remedy. And I'm like,
Off into the powder room. Now, not to the same extent of cleaning as the master because there's obviously no tub or shower in here. The toilet is probably the nicest out of all the toilets that I had to clean. I mean, it's still, undercarriage wise, is pretty bad. So again, skip it if you need to. The outside though, like the bottom part, isn't really bad, and the inside isn't too terrible, but like I said, that undercarriage, and it is stained a little bit from the water sitting in there. And I'm using this CLR Brilliant Bath Cleaner. It has some foaming going on, and I sprayed probably more than I needed to, but I felt like it was needed because I didn't want to witness me putting my hands in that, and I felt like if I had a little foaming bath to stick my hands in, it would make things a little bit easier. I still gagged, but I feel like I didn't gag as much because I was looking at white soap instead of the stuff coming out of the toilet.
You broke my heart in two. Now I'm stuck looking for you. What you do to me, maybe it's my dignity. You made me rip that whole apart now, and now I'm begging on my knees. What you do to me, there's nothing left to say.
And of course I did that a few more times because I was taking no chances, and if I needed to go through 6 of those, then I will go through 6 of those. I meant to use that for the master bath, but I kind of forgot it, and I feel like this stuff works so much better than the little toilet bowl cleaner that I used in there. So I definitely will be buying this in the future regardless of the staining or not. I just liked cleaning the toilet with it better. Laundry room was a pretty quick clean. I obviously did the walls again, and then I just wiped down the appliances. They were pretty dusty, so they needed a good clean there. And then I actually had a tablet that you'll see here in a minute that I put inside the washer that is supposed to clean the washer. I don't know how well that works, but it makes me feel a little bit better just because there was kind of a weird funky smell when I first opened it before I had done anything in there. So I kind of cleaned it prior to that, but then I just went ahead and showed you guys the little tablet to clean it a second time because I feel like you can never clean it too much, you know what I'm saying? And it hasn't smelled like that since then, so I feel like it worked pretty good. I think just when it was previously used, maybe the clothes had sat in there a little too long or whatever, but the odor that was in there is not there anymore.
Now I'm out here in the dark.
If you don't want to use these tablets, I also find that cleaning vinegar and baking soda do the trick. That's what I did for my old washer. So that completes the first floor for me. Now it's time to move to the second floor. I'm going to start off obviously by cleaning the staircase. This was very time consuming. It wasn't bad. It just took a long time just because of all the steps, obviously, and everywhere that I had to get, though the vacuum did a pretty good job. I do have a kind of portable vacuum carpet cleaner that you put solution in and you obviously clean the carpets with. However, it's with the movers. Once I get that, I'm definitely going to run it through the stairs. I do have a little spray carpet cleaner type thing, but I feel like the vacuum will do much better because of the solution and the suction of it. So once that comes in, I'm definitely running through the staircase because I feel like it needs it, especially near the edges. But this little vacuum did pretty well as far as getting all the dirt and hair up of it. So I feel like the stairs won't be too bad as I thought they would be. I thought they would be a pain in the butt to clean. But like I just said, it just took a while. I was starting to run out of the microfiber cloth, so I just grabbed the Clorox wipes to clean the staircase railings with. These were definitely dirty, especially like in between the railings on the floorboard type part of it. The top did have a few bit of sticky stuff on it. Not sure what that was, but I'm gonna pretend like it was just like maple syrup or something. And then I went through quite a few wipes to clean it, but it felt and looked so much better. Then there I was just trying to do my due diligence. I nearly fell down the stairs and wiped out. I will definitely need to be more careful next time when I'm mopping these dang walls on the staircase because I nearly fell. And it really scared me for a second, but then I just could laugh because like I really almost fell on the stairs. Now that I've made it up the stairs with my life, I'm going to start with the guest room. And you guys already know what I'm going to do. So let's get to it. I was so freaking tired by this point, but I was like, okay, let's just get through the kids' bathroom and then you can call it a day, because by then Trevor should have been home. So we're gonna do the same thing. Gonna scrub a dub so that my kids can have a nice clean bathroom to take a bath and shower in later. This toilet right here was nearly the death of me though. This one was the worst. The inside, the outside, everything about it was completely foul. And I needed to have a lot of self-reflections before moving into this. And I think I only gagged like 10 times. So really I did pretty well for everything considering. I wiped it down first, and then I was like, Latoya, this wasn't working. So I went and got my sponge and gloves to clean the outside and the little mechanical brush, but because of the angle, I couldn't really show you guys that. And then the inside, I think I used the rest of this bottle cleaning this toilet. It was just too much. So while that was sitting, I cleaned the kind of faucet areas, and I do clean the brush head. And for some reason, I felt like it needed more foam because I felt like there just wasn't enough. So I added more to that. But I do clean that brush head, and there's a replaceable one. So y'all can just calm down if you're freaking out about it. I added the trash can, and then I scrubbed until I could not scrub anymore. And honestly, that stuff works so good. So it doesn't take a lot of elbow grease. It did pretty well. I just, for my sanity, I just scrubbed until I couldn't scrub it anymore to make sure that it would never look like that again. That was the end of day 2. So again, I washed all the microfiber cloths and mop pads and anything else that I used for cleaning so that I could have it for the next day. And then I also washed a load of clothes. Next day, I added some of the towels to the bathroom and just kind of freshened those spaces up. And then I added the dishes to the dishwasher. Then obviously more Amazon packages finally showed up. I got this absolutely gorgeous knife set, which I'm obsessed with. Again, I will wash everything before I use it. It's just to show you guys what the product kind of looks like and to show myself what it looks like all set up to make sure that I want to keep it, but I'm definitely keeping this knife set. It is so pretty. Then I got this expandable strainer, which I will be ordering 1 or 2 more of these. I really love them and I love the white, but they definitely come in different colors. And then this utensil set, which I'm also so obsessed with. The quality is so much better than the last ones that I got. They're just thicker and sturdier. The wood is more durable. They are so freaking pretty. And then I got these silicone mats, which I also love. And then Navy got some new silverware. I do love the material of these better than the ones she previously had, so I will be ordering another set of these for her. And then I also picked her up some new plates. I'm kind of on the fence about her new plates. I like the suction of the plates. They're actually quite strong. It's just I'm not used to the whole kind of bendy silicone type plate in a hole. I will keep these, so I washed them. I just don't know if I'll be ordering more of these, but I think it's good to have a variety of kid plates. So I think I will order the ones that I previously had. I wanted to try something new. The ones that I previously had didn't have suctions on them. These cutting boards, however, will definitely be a return. It says it has a no-slip grip, and they were literally sliding everywhere. I mean, there was just no sticking to them. So a definite return. Then I got these little pot coasters or pot hot pads for the pots to sit on once they come in, which I think are really cute. So definitely keeping those. I got these bath mats for the master. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep these. I like the white, but the style is not really what I'm used to, and the thinness of them is not really what I'm used to. So I'm kind of on the fence with those. The kids' shower curtain came in, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. It's so cute, but the shower curtain actually came with its own shower rings, so I ended up returning the silver ones that I just showed you that I bought for their bathroom. But I love with the blue hand soap, it's so cute in there. I picked up an extra toilet wand, which I should have gotten 2 more. We had one already from our previous home, but I got one for the kids' bathrooms. I should have gotten one for the powder room. Before, we just needed the one because our bathroom and the kids' bathroom was right next to each other, but these bathrooms are not anywhere near each other. So I definitely needed one for each bathroom. That way I'm not lugging around toilet cleaning stuff. And also I need to get at least 1 more plunger, if not 2 more for each bathroom, but I haven't gotten that yet.
Drinking strange water, leave a sour taste. Been looking for my soul in the haze pine.
Once I was done going through those boxes, it was time for me to go back upstairs, and I'm starting off with the game room as far as cleaning today. Again, mopping the walls, gonna clean the baseboards with the duster and the light fixture, the blinds, the windows, the stairs in the game room. There's just a few steps, and that stair railing, again, the stair railing was disgusting, but it needed to be cleaned, so I got it cleaned. I am really just so grateful that my kids finally have this type of space for their toys and games or to hang out with friends. I love it for them. I had game rooms growing up, and it was something that really just irked me a little bit that they didn't have that type of space in our previous home, especially for Kale when we lived like in apartments and stuff. And it's not that I wasn't grateful for those homes. I wanted my kids to experience having their own type of like game room. I don't know, because it was like my favorite thing growing up. I just thought it was so cool, you know? So I'm just like really excited to clean this space for them. I'm excited to decorate it and get it all set up for them. I have a few ideas in mind, and I think it's just gonna be really cool.
Find myself locked up. Can't escape this, there's no way. Now haunted by the mistakes. Mistakes like chips on a small blind. High tax to pay for lost time. Build yourself up from whatever's left of us. And the parts that stayed behind. Parts that stayed behind. Parts sight as far as we go. Through the darkest night, I hope it brings you peace of mind. I know we'll be alright now. I know we'll be alright now. I know we'll be alright now. I know we'll be alright now.
Now we are off into Kale's room. He does have a mattress, and at this time his bed frame and stuff did not come in. However, today as I'm voice recording this, his bed frame and his dresser have just came in from Amazon. So we're probably gonna set that up later tonight or tomorrow. And I'm really happy to have his room come together. But obviously I cleaned the walls, cleaned his window, and vacuumed up his little space. He was organizing his closet for me. You can't see it here, but he had a bunch of his stuff kind of in his room, and he went through his closet and just kind of organized his toys and stuff for me so that I could clean his closet space. Once I was done with Kale's room, Navy was asleep, so I was just gonna focus on this little area upstairs. The crate normally goes up against those kind of railings. I have one of their crates up here blocking that specifically because I don't want Navy leaning up on those railings or anything. It gives me major anxiety. I don't care if those things are the sturdiest things, which I don't believe that they are, but even if they were, I don't want her leaning up against them. So we keep one of the dog crates there. That way she doesn't mess with them, but a lot of dog hair is collecting there. So I kind of moved it out a little bit. I did the walls obviously first, the baseboards, the ceilings, and then I vacuumed where the crate was, and then I cleaned out the crate and moved it back. Once my little baby Navy was awake, we went into her room, and obviously you guys know the drill, same thing as every other room. Once I was done with all that, I realized I had forgotten something, and I would have included it when I went into each room in the beginning, but now I have to go back through the whole house and do it again, and this took me a very long time, like a couple hours. But I went and wiped every light switch, every little blind twist thing, every doorknob and lock, every blind opener for the in-window blind type things, and then I used the erasers to clean every door and door trimming. And they definitely needed them. A lot of them were pretty scuffed up and dirty, mainly the back door, the front door, The laundry room door and the pantry door were the absolute worst. For some reason, those were the nastiest. But it took me a long while. So I didn't record all of it because it was just tedious. So I hope you guys don't mind. Just know that I spent hours cleaning the door and door frames and all the light switches and knobs. Now it's a new day. What are we into? Day 4. There's more Amazon boxes. So I opened them up, obviously. I got the matching bowls to the plates, which are also just as stunning. I got Navy some more of these sippy cups. And then I also got these pot holders from KitchenAid. I love this color. It's called Milkshake. And I also got like the ones you put your thumbs in, but they didn't arrive yet. And then I got this gorgeous utensil holder. And I just, she looks so good. And then I also got our sheets. So funny story, I ordered a bunch of duvet covers and sheets previously once we got there, and I hated what I picked. So I traded it out for this. It's like a kind of oatmeal color. It's very natural and warm. And then I got this trash can, which is actually shorter than I thought it would be. I was expecting it to be a little bit taller, but I do really like it. It's very sleek looking, easy to clean. You can put the trash bags in the back of it, and it has that odor eliminator within it. So it's just great. I got a set of cookie sheets. These are extremely sturdy. These were the best reviewed on Amazon. And then this is what the duvet cover looks like. I also got a throw blanket. I'm very into the olivey greens right now. And then I also have this little checklist. Most of the stuff is ordered, but I'm only checking off the things that have arrived that we loved and are keeping. If it hasn't arrived yet, I'm not checking it off. And if I didn't love it, then I'm also not checking it off. This day was actually July 30th, and that's Trevor's birthday. So we went out and bought him some new TVs as part of his birthday gift. And then we went out to this really cool restaurant. When we got back, there were more Amazon packages waiting for us. So I opened those while he set up the new TVs. These are Trevor and I's laundry baskets. Kale got actually the same kind, but his wasn't going to come in until the next day. And then Navy's is in the moving truck. The rest of our bedding came in. The shower curtain liner came in for the kids' bathroom. The rest of my hot pads came in. And then here was my husband dramatically opening his TV. I don't know what he was doing, but he's so cute. So I just let him do it, and I wanted to film it because, you know. I enjoyed sitting back, sipping on my water while I watched him. But we kind of just relaxed that night. We ordered food and watched a movie since we finally had Wi-Fi and TVs to do so. And then the following day, we actually went to Target. We got some hangers and a few other things, which I will show later on. But it was another chill day. I didn't really need to clean any more of the house. So we were just kind of picking up odds and ends of things that we felt like we needed right away. And we got home to, guess what? More Amazon packages. Our neighbor, who has been so kind to us, let us borrow his mower since ours is still in the moving truck, which again, it's been over a week and they're still not here. But I went through everything that we got from Target and from Amazon. We got a new toaster, these pant hangers, and then I got this like cream velvet hanger, which I really love the aesthetic of it all. They're so pretty. I opened up the first rug, which is our living room rug. I'm trying to branch out a little bit. You guys know, if you've been following me, I've been really into like the white, black, natural woods, maybe gray here and there. And that was pretty much it. But I'm trying to go for a little bit of color because this house, I feel, needs like a little bit of warming up. And at first when I opened the rug, I was like, oh, I've made a huge mistake. I should not have done this. It's just a lot more color than I'm used to. But I've quickly kind of fell in love with it. I feel like it just works really well and it complements the style of the house really nicely. And up the bedroom rug, which is a jute rug. I've always wanted one. I don't know why, but it complements the bedding in here, and the green I think perfectly. Again, just kind of warms up the space. And I actually really do like the dog beds, aesthetically speaking. They're very pretty, and the dogs seem to like them as well. We got our coffee table in. Trevor set that up. I opened up the toaster and put it next to our little utensils here. And this day was just kind of fun for me. We were just like setting up all our new stuff, really making the house into our home. We got a new vacuum specifically for the upstairs and the carpet. That way I don't have to keep lugging up a vacuum up and down the stairs. I got a bath caddy and some toys. There were more toys that I didn't show you that came from Amazon for the kids' bath, but I got them also this really cool astronaut galaxy light. It is so freaking cute, and it's, oh my gosh, Navy just kept saying, pretty, pretty, pretty. It made my heart so happy. That is going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. There will be more home updates and clean with me's in the future. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.